Hello, divas.
Hi, we're back with part two.
And the first part, of course, we were talking about a relationship that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
And usually that comes about because we have
expectations.
expectations.
Expectations. I
Beneath,
remember
beneath.
learning, I know, but a long time ago. Oh, I shouldn't say I learned it. It took me a long time to learn it, but I heard it a long time ago that if you have no expectations of anybody, nobody can ever hurt you. This is true. I strive for that all the time. And any time in my life, once I heard that I started to feel hurt, I reflected, what expectation did I have? How did I view this?
Yeah.
And why am I playing the blame game or being a
Yeah.
victim? I don't need to. It was my expectation of something
Yeah.
that wasn't real. We do this all too often.
Men and women.
Yeah.
Men and women. I used to tell my kids, if you get upset about something, especially if you're getting angry about something, it's usually because you had an expectation.
Oh, really? You used to tell them that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it wasn't in that exact phrasing, but that's really what it
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
You are expecting a certain outcome, and when it doesn't happen, then you get upset. I come home from work with the first wife, and guess what? Dinner's not done. Why isn't, I've been working all day. No, she's just been home doing nothing with 2 kids. So, but I had an expectation that I get home and dinner would all be ready, and sometimes when it wasn't, I didn't bother to say what happened because something had to have, because she was always good about that. But I had an expectation and it didn't happen.
Right.
I would start to get a little bent out of shape.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't have had the expectation, guess what? I wouldn't have gotten bent out of shape.
No, for sure. So, people say, well, it's impossible not to have expectation. That's not true. It is very possible, and you will find that you will live your life with
Yes.
ease and understanding and flowing and love a
Yes.
lot easier when you let go of the expectation. So how do you do that? How do you plan and enjoy without expectation?
Well, I would also like to say one of the things Donna talks about a lot. Now, by the way, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You'll get a lot of this information in different forms. Make sure you're hitting the bell icon to get the most updated videos.
Yeah.
And she also has a subscription
Yeah.
for you divas that if you sign up, it's a very low monthly fee, but then you get to talk to her once a week. I mean,
Yeah.
and there's a group, and you're connected directly to her.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. The links are below. Be sure to check them out. We even have a freebie down there for you. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, she has said this ever since I've known this woman: do not become attached to the outcome.
Right.
And what is that? That's an expectation. It's one and the same. If you are expecting an outcome, you have an expectation, and that's what gets you in trouble. Right. When you are dating with ease, and she will teach you how to do this. If you're not having fun dating, ladies, you're doing it wrong.
Right. It's probably because they have expectation.
And you took it right out of my mouth. And it's because, well, it is because you have expectations.
Right.
And it might be, and it's not just in dating. It might be you have an expectation of what you want in a man. You want him to be a certain height. You want him to be have a mustache.
Yeah.
You have a certain. I remember one time a friend of mine said, "Oh, there's a woman that I want you to meet, and I think you're just going to adore her." And I went to a party that she held, and she had the woman had me come. By the way, this was way before I ever met Donna.
But of course.
But we got there, and I did. I thought, wow, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's intelligent. And in the course of conversation, I said, well, what's your dream guy? She goes, a firefighter. Big burly guy, mustache, a firefighter.
Wow.
And we had a great night, and we talked at the end of the night, though. My friend came up and goes, how'd you guys get along? And I said, well, I'm not her type. What do you mean you're not her type? You're funny, you sing, you play guitar, you're this. I said, I'm not a big firefighter, and that's what she says she wanted.
Yeah, well, isn't that, boy, talk about putting. Now, I'm okay with manifestation. I'm okay with visualization. But, man, this man walked right in front of her, and she didn't even see him. Yeah. Don't get into the ABCs. Let them get the freebie below because it talks about that. Yeah, okay, go ahead with your story.
Well, no, that is the story.
Wow.
I knew that I wasn't what she was going to be looking for. She had an expectation of what she wanted. Now, one of the last thing that I will say on this part is when you are listening to Donna's videos, you will hear her say, and I'm not going to go into detail. She'll do it in another video. Maybe you can find the link and put it below, but date with your eyes closed.
They can get, okay, enough of that. They can get the freebie below. Click the link, smartdatingdivas.com/ABC. That is free for you. And it goes into more depth about what he just said.
Okay.
He's not supposed to say that stuff. So anyway, you pick it. There you go. Now grab it below. Yeah, and also, by the way, everything we're sharing with you is here so that we can serve and empower you, divas.
Yes.
I have been there. I have been at the bottom, feeling less than, feeling not worthy, feeling like, what's wrong with me? That's why I wrote the book. You can get that link below, because we understand and we are here to empower you to stand in your confidence, to help you straighten your crown as you go out there to date. Okay, we're going to go on to video number 3, so be tuned for that. And is there anything else we want to share?
Of course, and that is, it doesn't have to be that hard.